On the surface, it might seem like women are over-validated, and it might seem like they are so confident and sure of themselves. All a woman has to do these days is post a selfie on Facebook, and her friends and family are going to like that and say that she's beautiful, or she can post it on Instagram, and loads of random guys are going to be saying, wow, you're so beautiful, can I take you out sometime, you're my dream girl, and so on. Yet, if you are one of the men who has slept with attractive women, you know that pretty much all of them have insecurities about their appearance in some way or another. For example, a girl might be insecure about her forehead being so big in comparison to other women. Another girl might be insecure about how big her boobs are because one of the guys that she was with or she really liked commented on the fact that he liked smaller boobs. A woman might feel like she has a bit of a plain Jane type of appearance in comparison to some of the other women that she's seen out there. She doesn't feel like she has a striking appearance and isn't really anything that special. Another girl might be insecure about her curly hair, and a guy that she really liked may have commented on the fact that he likes straight hair, so she might be worried that if she meets a guy that he won't like her curly hair. Yet on the surface, she will seem like she's got it all together. She will seem confident and sure about herself and as though she would never have any insecurities. Another girl might be insecure about her red hair. She might have been called a ginger at school, and a guy might have broken up with her and told her that he doesn't really like her red hair, and so on. She might have also noticed that her friends who are blonde or brunette get more attention from the type of guys that she is really attracted to. Another girl might be insecure about her nose and think that it's too big. She might have a friend who has a smaller nose and always seems to get more attention from guys than she does. She might have also been teased at school about her big nose. Another girl might be insecure about her skin. She might have met a guy that she really liked who preferred women who had much darker skin than her. So she might have an insecurity about not being dark enough, or she might have an insecurity about her lips not being big enough or being too big. Another girl might be insecure about her blonde hair. She might think that people look at her as a bit of a blonde bimbo. She might then try to act like she's really sophisticated and intelligent and has got her stuff together when she really doesn't want to have to act like that. She just wants to be able to relax and be easygoing, but she ends up acting like she's this sophisticated modern woman who has got it all together. So a mistake that a lot of guys make is that they see a woman that they find attractive and then they assume that she must think she is perfect, right? She must think she's so attractive and she must be hard to get because he is feeling so much attraction for her. She must get so much attention from men. She must know that she is the hottest girl around, and he's going to have to try really hard to impress her and hopefully get a chance with her. Yet, when a guy comes across in that way to a woman, she then starts to think, well, yeah, maybe I am perfect. Maybe I am really hard to get. Maybe I do need to make this guy really impress me first before I decide to give him my phone number. She then starts playing hard to get because the guy has given her too much credit for her attractiveness. The amount of attraction that he is feeling for her has caused him to think, well, wow, she's really special. She's really beautiful. I'm going to have to try really hard to get somewhere with her. The thing is though, if the guy were to use a different approach with her where he didn't give her so much credit for her attractiveness and instead saw her as being an equal to him, then she wouldn't have that big head, that big ego, where she was thinking, yeah, I'm so much better than this guy, right? He's actually feeding her ego. He's making her play hard to get. Unfortunately, most guys don't ever realize that, and instead, they fall for the act that women put on. Women put on a great act. They go through life and act as though they don't need a man, and they essentially give the impression that says, I'm a modern, independent woman, I'm fearless, I'm strong, I don't need a man, I'm fine on my own, and then she goes home and cries herself to sleep because she's single and lonely. She then wakes up the next day and it's the same act once again. I'm a modern, independent woman, I don't need a man, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm fearless, and then she goes home and she's single, she's lonely. She looks at herself in the mirror and she says, it's my nose, isn't it? I wish I didn't have such a big nose. Oh, it's my boobs, they're too big or they're too small. It's my thighs. Guys don't like my thighs. Or it's my butt. I need to do more squats. I need to have a more rounded butt. Then guys are going to like me. Then she goes to sleep, wakes up in the morning, and it's the same act again. She walks through life acting as though she's got it all together. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't care. And most guys believe her. They look at her, feel attracted to her, see her not being interested in guys or not even trying to get anywhere with guys, and they think, wow, she's really special. I'd have to try really hard to get a chance with her. What those guys don't know is that in the majority of cases, for the majority of women, they are easy to attract and pick up. This is why you'll see many women getting in and out of relationships until they're in their 30s and they still will not have found the right guy for them. It's because attracting and picking up women is actually a very simple, basic thing to do. In most cases, with most women, all you've got to do is create a spark of attraction when you start talking to her, and then have the courage and the know-how to get to a phone number or get to a kiss and set up a date. There are some women out there who are picky and are hard to get, that is true, but the majority of women are easy to attract and pick up. They put on a great act of pretending that they don't need a man and pretending that they are high value when in fact most of them are insecure. And if you are a man who has slept with attractive women, you know that. You will know that with your attractive ex-girlfriend or an attractive woman that you were sleeping with for a while, she had insecurities about her appearance. She didn't think that she was perfect. She was insecure about certain things about her, and she wanted to have features that were like other women. She compared herself to other women and said, I wish I had that type of nose. I wish I had that type of butt. I wish I had hips like her. I wish I had hair like her. I wish I had eyes like that, and so on. She did not feel as though she was the most beautiful woman in the world. Yet, if you look at the way that women act, they act as though they've got it all together. They act as though they think they are the most beautiful woman in the world, and you would be so lucky to get a chance with them. When in fact, most of them are easy to attract and pick up. And you will see that when you see other guys with attractive women and the guy doesn't even look that good, and you might think to yourself, what is she doing with him? She is way more attractive than him. One of the reasons why that is true is that for the majority of women, you can attract them for reasons other than looks. It doesn't have to be about your looks. There are some women out there who will only accept a really good-looking guy or a rich guy. That's true. But the majority of women, including women that you look at as being pretty and beautiful and in some cases maybe even perfect, they will accept a guy who isn't as good looking as them. They will accept a guy who is confident when he talks to her, is able to make her laugh, is a bit charming and charismatic as he talks to her, and as a result, he creates a spark of attraction inside of her and builds on that as he talks to her. Then he has the courage and the know-how to get to a phone number, kiss, sex, date, and into a relationship. So don't give women so much credit for their looks to the point where you think that you're not good enough. Women don't give themselves that much credit for their looks, and you shouldn't either. You should feel worthy of the types of women that you find attractive. You should then interact with them, make them feel attracted to you, and get to a phone number, kiss, sex, date, and into a relationship if you want that as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you'd like to learn more, I recommend that you read my ebook, The Flow, or listen to the audiobook version, The Flow on Audio. When you read or listen to The Flow, you will learn exactly what to say and do to start conversations with women, make them feel attracted to you, build on that attraction very quickly and easily, and then get to a phone number, kiss, sex, date, and into a relationship if you want that as well. One final point that I want to make for you in this video is to point out another reason why you should not give women so much credit for their looks. If you give women too much credit for their looks and you think that they are more attractive than you, then it's going to come across even if you try to hide it. The thing is, what you think and feel on the inside comes out on the outside via your body language, your behavior, your vibe, and your conversation style. What you'll notice from now on is that the guys who don't give women so much credit for their looks are the guys who are confident and relaxed around women. They also tend to be the guys that women try to impress and gain validation from, right? They want to hopefully be seen as attractive in that guy's eyes. On the other hand, the guys who give women loads of credit for their looks are the guys who end up feeling nervous and unsure of themselves around women. A guy like that will end up acting like a completely different version of himself based on his insecurity and self-doubt. He'll then go home later on and think, why was I being like that? Why didn't I just relax? Why did I say those sort of things to try to impress her? I ended up looking like an idiot, and so on. He'll be kicking himself, right? Because he gives women too much credit for their attractiveness. He thinks that women are better than him when he feels attracted to them. He feels like he's not good enough when in fact he is. If he wants some proof of that, all he's got to do is look at the types of guys that he sees with attractive women. Sometimes, sure, the guy with an attractive woman is going to be good looking, he's going to be rich and so on. But for the most part, most of the guys that you see with attractive women are just normal guys. They're nothing special. The thing is, you're probably a better guy than most of those guys, right, who have an attractive woman, if not all of them. So stop giving women so much credit. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. You are good enough.